Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I am super excited to be back with you today. So happy July. We are at the 1st of July today, and that means that our June kits have gone away, and we have built some new kits for the Kill a Kit with Style series. And so there's a whole bunch of us YouTubers, and I've linked everybody that's playing along down below, that are putting together a stash kit a month throughout the summer just to try and use up a bunch of products. And so if you watched my June series, I worked with a really bright, bold, fun, colorful kit. So this time I'm going with a completely different look. So I talked about in my recap video that I get kind of tired of working with the same color combinations, the same style throughout the course of the month. So when I get to building a new kit for the next month, I definitely want it to be completely different than the one before. So there's a couple of things I carried over, but for the most part, this is a very different kit. The color scheme and the feel of this kit is very different. It is all based on Maggie Holmes, not one particular collection, but Maggie Holmes kind of style in general. So very quickly, the things that have carried over are basically the stamps and mixed media, or stamps and stencils, because I didn't get a chance to use these really in June. So I carried them over. So I have my Hexagon Hello from Stamp Market. I have a striped stencil from Alta New. My favorite ever Ink Road stamps, which are these. It's called Full Circle. This one from Alta New, which is some watercolor circles with some fun details you can add. And then I also pulled in the watercolor bouquet stencil, and this wasn't in my other kit. But because this is much more of like a floral, feminine type of kit, this stencil I thought might be a good addition. And those are going to go right back in this IKEA organizer. So I have cleared out June, put things back in my stash, and now I am ready for my July kit to go in here. So I'm going to go ahead and move the embellishments off here. And we're going to start with the paper. And so I'm just going to run through this pretty quickly. I did not pull a paper pad this time, so I have pulled just a pretty significant amount of pattern paper. And I had a couple of these just had like strips of paper left. So this is Maggie Holmes. This one is from, I think this one's Dear Lizzie. They look cute together though. So these were some leftovers. So I'm going to stick those in there. All right, I have a Maggie Holmes Gather. This one is Pure Joy. And I am going to go pretty quickly through these. If you have questions, just leave them in the comments below. This one is also from Gather. It's called Details. This one is Melody, also from Gather. All right, we have the tickets, and I have seen some things that I want to try with tickets, so I've made sure to pull this out and include it in this particular kit. This one is from Carousel. It's called Kaleidoscope. So we're going to put that one in with our paper, and I will show these to you at the end so you can kind of see them all out. This, the next couple are just from the paper pad, so these are from the Carousel paper pad. But they're things that I thought would kind of go well with the colors and the feel of this kit. So they're just single-sided. They're a little bit thinner. And I'm okay with that. So those are all from that Carousel paper pad. And then this one is also Carousel. It's called Dazzle. And this one is also Carousel, and it is called Uplifting. And then this one is from Chasing Dreams. So you can see I've kind of pulled a wide variety of Maggie Holmes collections. This one is called Lovely. So all of these B-sides are really great kind of backgrounds, or I'm thinking ahead things that I could fill cut files with. This one is from Flourish, and it's called Charming. And then we have this really gorgeous watercolor stripe, the black and white leaves, from Flourish. This one is called Anne. And then this one is Vicki Boutin, All the Good Things paper. It's called The Little Things, and so it does have a little bit of distressing to it. And then this one came out of that paper pad again, so I pulled a couple more from there. And these are from the latest collection paper pads. So these are a little bit newer to my stash. Again, I wanted to play with tickets, so I've pulled in a bunch more of those. And then this is that Flourish collection. So same collection as these. These are just the regular papers. This one is called Emma. And I love this blue. I can't wait to play with that. And this one with these really, really cute hearts. And that one is called Poppy. So if you kind of spread these out for a minute here and look, I have a lot of different color choices, but everything kind of has that subtle distress look. Everything, I'm not going to pull every single one out here, guys, but everything kind of goes well together. It has a similar feel. So even if I'm only going to pull out a couple of colors from the particular kit, I have a lot of options, and I have a lot of papers that are going to work well together. So that's kind of a tip that I have for you if you're working on building a kit out of your stash. Somewhere you can easily start is to find a designer and pull from multiple collections, because even if the colors aren't the same, often the feel of the products from that designer are very similar. So you noticed here I had, 4 or 5 collections from Maggie Holmes, and even if the colors aren't perfect, I'm going to pull, a couple of things for my layout. I'm not going to try and use the entire stack. So it's going to give me options, and it all has the same feel. So it's going to work. It's going to work for us, for me. All right, embellishment wise, this little old stamp from Alta News called Floral Elements was in my last kit, and I pulled it over. I also pulled over the rest of this pack of tags. I'm not really anticipating using this entire pack, but it's easier to just throw these in my organizer than it is to pull out a few. I've grabbed some puffy stickers. These are from Felicity Jane. So I've got some hexagons, some little banners, and then some triangles. And those colors all go pretty well with what's happening in the kit. I have pulled a bunch of tags this time, and you're going to see this in the ephemera as well. This is from Felicity Jane, and it's just all different size and shape tags and labels. I have some ideas floating around in my head for some tags and labels and those kind of things that I want to try this time. I've also grabbed a couple of these little brown paper envelopes. I'm going to incorporate those this month. I've got some white doilies in 2 different sizes, and these are from Spiegel Mom Scraps. These really, really big, extra large, super amazing ones are my favorite ones from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And so I'm going to throw those in. And that's not something I had in my last kit because it was a really bright, fun, bold kit. This has a little bit more of that lacy feminine feel, so I felt like it would be appropriate in this particular kit. All right, I pulled over that black and white mini diagonal stripe washi tape. We're going to keep working with that, as well as those 2 stinking gold glitter bows that I wanted to get these on last time, and it didn't work. But I do have some gold elements in this kit, so I am hopeful we're going to get those bows on there. And then I also pulled in the 2 Maggie Holmes black and white stripe bows, so we'll see if we can get those on the layout as well. If last kit was any indication, guys, those bows are going to be there at the end all over again. All right, I had this one teeny tiny little suede bow left from a Felicity Jane kit, so we're going to throw that in here, see if we can get that one used up too. Obviously, I just need to make a page with a whole bunch of bows. I really enjoyed working with Spiegel Mom Scrap sequins in my last kit and showing you guys some kind of ways to bring them in. So I decided to pull them in again this month. And so I've got Tropical Breeze, In Your Dreams, and Sparkle Ever After. This one is a little bit more of a stretch with this particular kit. Depending on what I pull out of the kit, it'll work really well. And there's certain elements in there, just like the plain blacks and whites, and the little stars, that I think will work. So it may not be everything in this particular pack that works with this kit, but I think it's going to work really well with the colors that we have. So those are my 3 sequin mixes for this time. All right, I have grabbed part of this package of cards from Maggie Holmes. So I have this kind of mintish colored frame, and then I have this yellowish or mustard color with the tag that's going to slide in and out. So we're going to see if we can get those on there. I have grabbed again the sticker book from Maggie Holmes. So last month I worked with the sticker book from Chamel, or I had it in my kit ready to go. I didn't actually end up using it, and I haven't used this one. Actually, I might have used this one once. So I am going to put this in here just so that I have some additional stickers and things to pull in. I haven't pulled in a whole ton of ephemera this time. Just because I didn't want to bring in entire packs of ephemera. I have a lot more ephemera that I can go back to in my stash if I need to. But I'm hoping to kind of use some of the other things up instead. Alright, I have this gold glitter title chipboard word that says beautiful. We're going to see if we can get at that on a page, because otherwise I'm afraid my daughter's going to steal it and run off with it. I have some Heidi Swapp word phrases. And so I thought the phrases that were on here kind of went well with the kit. So things like, see beauty everywhere, I love, love, love you, pink is more than a color, it's an attitude, remember this forever, wearing her invisible crown. So definitely some phrases that will work with kind of the feel I'm going for in this kit. I have pulled in just one paper pad this time in the 6x6 or the 6x8 size. So this one is 6x8 from Carousel. It is something I have already used part of, so I have some of the papers remaining, but not all of them. And that's okay, because I have quite a bit of paper already for this particular kit. So we'll see if we can get that used up, or at least make a big dent. Alright, so then I've got a few different alphas that I grabbed. This one is from Pink Fresh Studio, the Dream On, and it's kind of a scripty font, and you can see that it's well loved. I have definitely used it before. This one is Together, and this was from, I believe this is from Good Vibes. But it's got the two different sizes in that gold glitter, so I definitely want to be able to try and use that. I have pulled in a more of a block kind of bold title. This one's from Felicity Jane. It's something that I have used before. You can see I have letters kind of scattered everywhere. And then I also grabbed some thickers, and these are from Jen Hadfield. This is the Family Collection, and this has that gold glitter again. And I haven't used this one yet either, so we want to see if we can get some of those things used. We're going to throw those in the kit. Alright, I did grab one of my Close to My Heart stamp sets. See if you guys can see that. It's just got some phrases on it. So things like, life is a beautiful thing, you always make me smile without even trying, just breathe and live life, relax and enjoy your day. Something to where, remember I said I didn't have a whole ton of ephemera, so this is going to give me options to kind of create my own ephemera. So that was why I went back and grabbed this kind of as an afterthought. Alright, I've got a little bit more here of the 6x6 paper, so let me just kind of flip through, show you some of the ones that I have pulled out. Some of them have been used a little bit already. I've got some little frames. Just a few, just so that I have options. I am definitely one of those people who cannot create a teeny tiny little kit. I have to make a big kit. I have to have a lot of options, and that means that I have a lot of stuff left at the end of the month. But I'm okay with that, because even with June, if you watched that video, I did 4 layouts with my kit throughout the month of June, and I used up a good amount of stuff. Like, I'm pretty okay with the amount of stuff that I used up. And a lot of that is just related to the fact that I also have a lot of like design teams and other projects going on and things, so I can't focus completely just on this one kit. Alright, I have this little teeny tiny amount of puffy enamel stickers left from one of the Maggie Holmes sheets. So I have the word smile, a couple of plus signs, an XO, and then this all my love. So this, I'm telling you, this cannot be here at the end of July. It has got to be on a page. This is such a silly little amount to have left. So this has got to be on a page, you guys. Hold me to that. All right. I have also pulled in a 12x12 sheet of chipboard. There are a few of these, the stars and the hearts, that I have already used, but I have the majority of this left. I have some other Maggie Holmes chipboard if I need it as well. And part of the reason that I have this pulled in is because Sarah Scraps and I have, as of July, officially started a Facebook group for our Rediscover Your Stash events. So we've been holding events every few months, and everyone keeps asking and asking and asking, can you please make this a group? Can we please do this all the time? And so we have finally come up with a plan to make that happen for everybody. So if you haven't joined us, do make sure you stop by over on Facebook. It is the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group. And the focus for the month of July is going to be on chipboard. So I wanted to make sure that I had some chipboard in this particular stash kit because I'm going to be talking to the group of ladies over there. Oh, sorry guys. I'm going to be talking to the group of ladies over there and sharing a lot of things to do with chipboard. All right, last thing. So this is my stack of ephemera. I am just going to kind of flip you through. A lot of this is Maggie Holmes. It's from all different collections. There's some Oasis. There's some Jen Hadfield in there. There are some frames and labels and some library card inserts. What else have we got? Some more little tags and tabs and labels. A bunch of tags, because remember I told you I have a plan. I want to work on a couple ideas I have for tags. So we've got a bunch of those in here. Some hearts, some little cameras, a palm frond or two, a glitter heart, a little butterfly. And so that is all the ephemera that I have pulled. So not very much. Oh, look at this little guy, lovely. So I'm really going to try and kind of use some other things. So not just the ephemera pack. I'm going to create some of my own embellishments, do some clustering, work with that sticker book. So I'm going to try a couple of different things, keep myself energized and engaged this month. And so everything is organized. It is all in my kit storage system and it is ready to go. So July is here. It is going to be a really, really awesome month. I encourage you to build a kit out of your stash so that you can play along with us. And I will be back to see you soon. Bye.